Hello and welcome to Technology Seriously YouTube channel Go Digital Live series episode 39. My name is Jay Chong. Thank you so much for staying with me all this while from the very beginning of Technology Seriously YouTube channel being born and started about 1 year ago. And today's in this episode 39 we will talk about digital project management. Well, this is probably something new, or perhaps something you might thought is something that you might thought is not too new. Sounds familiar because project management, these terms have been so common, right? But with the word digital at the front, so what's the difference? And in tech world nowadays, they have a position called product manager as well. So what does all this difference is? Okay, let's discuss and go through together. Well, in this episode 39, let me review and 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, I'm sure you guys might be curious like why I listed all this logo here, whether it's related or not, and so on. Today's I'm more focusing on the methodology and people management. Okay, the tools part, as I mentioned, Go Digital Live series will be discussed about the methods. Okay, when it comes to technical, please look for my channel. I actually released about 50 or 60 tutorials already so far in different kind of tools that are available, so you can actually go and check it out. Okay, if you have question about specific tools, like you don't know how to work for certain things, you can always put in the comment box. Okay, so let's go to this for episode 39. And when it comes to digital project management, we really recognizing digital transformation success methodology and people who behind the scenes. So um, that's why Techpedia being founded for tools who actually successfully transform their product, their business, their organizations through a very nice project management. So if you if you feel like your business had gone through certain transformation through digital, feel free to submit, okay, to Techpedia. If you are selected as a Hall of Fame, there's no need to pay, and you will be featured in the upcoming magazine. Okay, so that's the giveaway. Let's go back to today's topics. Okay, first of all, disclaimer: the presentation that I'm going to show here is not intended for education. No, it's for education purpose only, and not trying to replace any independent professional judgment. Okay, disclaimer. The rest, read it yourself. Okay, let's continue. Okay, since a few episodes before, I already introduced the legends in the slide because every single live series I did share out the slide that I presented. So you can actually go to the video description and download it. Okay. So if you see when you're browsing the slide as per I'm presenting right now, if you see certain animated legends like this, you know it's clickable. So you can click and then you refer to a specific reference and so on. So what is digital project management? Let me give you the boring statement first, but very simple for me. You use innovations in technology to enhance the project management process. Simple. It's still project management. It's just you're utilizing the technology and innovations to enhance it. Okay, and for me, as a digital project manager, you need to know evaluate the modern project management tools. Okay, this is why in the poster I show quite a numbers of logos. Okay, and you need to know how to utilize the software for your, you know, for a project implementation as well as the simplicity when it comes to it. Okay, so communication is a key as well. So basically, this is a statement, right? Okay, let's carry on. And yeah, I already introduced a meme in my Go Digitalize series. So the first one, just for laugh, you know, this is quite common if you actually deal with a service line when it comes to project. Your client or your stakeholders or your boss always suddenly come and tell you, hi, I already changed your project scope. So this is the 15 times I change, not too many. Okay, we are going to change 100 times. This is like a nightmare, I understand. So if you manage a project before, regardless the size, the scale, okay, um, getting the expectation and managing the client's speeds. Sometimes they thought like, okay, 1 week before when they share with you their vision, their requirement will be version A. And 1 week later, after they talk to so many people, they feel like they have a better idea and they come back to you. While you already spent 1 week and deploy probably, okay, imagine you have a project member size like 100 or 1000 members under you, and yeah, just calculate the 1000 employees or staff times 1 week. You already spent that kind of resources. Well, someone actually tell you the project scope is changed. So that is something you really need to handle as a project manager as well as digital project manager. So let's carry on. Okay, for informal definition, since I already explained, project management plus digital will be digital project management. It's simple as that, okay? And so you talk about leading, planning, organizing, motivating, and deliver web-enabled projects. Simple as that, okay? It's still project management. It's just you do it digitally. So that's why it's called digital project management. Okay, so let's move in. How it works. Number one is you appointed or recruit a digital project manager. And the digital manager will diagnose the process and identify the opportunity when it comes to you saying you want to transform certain things. Then step two is the DPM, okay, digital project manager. It will stand for DPM. They will actually identify what kind of technology solution, and they will consider those kind of GoDigital pre-approved solution that government will assist or providing some grants on behind that. Then the DPM will actually correlate, analyze, strategize, and recommend what are the solutions for you guys. Okay, then we'll establish a timeline with the resources at hand. Then we'll come out, develop a roadmap for implementations. Then the DPM will monitor the progress and track the issues, if any. Okay, and finally, the DPM will prepare the report to you. Okay, when it comes to SMEs, it means you, let's say you are the client or you are the boss. Okay, so this is how it works. And one more time. Okay, every time people comes to you when it comes to initiate a project, they always expect something so wonderful, so perfect. Well, the reality is their budget is just like this. It's so much limited in terms of resources. So yeah, I think your job as a DPM, digital project manager, as well as project manager, is you need to get the ugly truth, the facts, whether they have the budget to achieve what they expect or not. Okay, that is your job. Okay, for the next one, let me share with you. What did the digital project manager do? Number one, you actually set the scope expectation. This is why I show you the just for love meme just now. You need to understand the scope, okay, as well as you really need to get the expectations. Okay, provided what kind of resources they have. You need to manage their expectations as first place. Okay, if they really have $10, don't tell me to deliver something like 1 million, right? Okay, it's close to impossible. I wouldn't say it's 100% impossible. It can be done, maybe. Okay, but definitely it's different story. Okay, so number two, what you need to do is you need to kick off internal and externally. What does that mean is you need to establish the client preferred project management software system so that you can communicate with them. Some client might prefer a simplest way, so called. They just want the update through WhatsApp. So you need to come out with the format in terms of text form, and the most important criteria point you need to write in the sentence, perhaps point form, and then just update the client from time to time. However, at the same time, you also need to coordinate your team members. Okay, so you need a project management methodology. Okay, you need to meeting with your project team. You need to set the project schedule. You need to determine the key metrics for the project success. Okay, without a key metrics or something like project objective or something like goal, you can't measure whether you are there or not. Okay, you can't update all the stakeholders, especially client side, whether you really reach that progress. So that is very important in this number two. Number three, let me share you. But before that, let me show you one more meme. Okay, I know it's a little bit blurred because this is quite old. Okay, it's saying that yeah, if you could update the status of your status report, that would be great. This is this joke actually reminding you that someone, your superior, your boss, or your client actually wanted to see your status report. Sometimes it's okay that you delay, and it's okay that you need more time. Okay, no one is perfect. You can't hit the deadline because some disaster happens, some unforeseen circumstances that happen, and so on. It's fine. Okay, but you remember as a project manager, do update. Okay, you cannot just keep quiet like that. Else people will ask you what's the status of your status report. That is terrible already. Okay, when hit this kind of request stuff, usually I would say it's time to change the project manager or someone who executed something like that. So don't reach that step, even though it's just about love. Okay, let's move on. A digital project manager do number three, daily stamp ups. Okay, this one as in you want to check with a team, okay, and the leadership daily to make sure everyone is on track. Okay, make sure everyone is understand where we are in the project phase. Okay, whether we are going to the same direction, we are aiming for the same objective, trying to solve the same problem or not. And then at the same time, you need to assess resource management and time management. For example, your team member might suddenly you have 50% of your team member might need to isolate themselves during the COVID time because the infection as well. We don't know, okay, lockdown or something like that. So you need to manage this and you need to update between the teams and the leadership. This is why in daily format, I'm not actually asking you to go for a formal meeting, go for 1 hour, 2 hours. Sometimes the daily stand up just 5 minutes. It's like say hi to everyone and just because we have so little time per day to achieve something, right? Okay, if we break down into smaller tasks, so properly the daily stand up is like, okay, member A, okay, you're going to deliver 3 mini tasks today. So you're confident? Do you have the resources? Everything you have? Okay, you clear about the objective? Okay, good. Okay, member B is going to do this, and the prerequisites depends on the member C. So member C has you sent. Okay, so the daily stand probably just a quick update and reminder to everyone whether they are on track and whether they know what they're trying to solve on it. So it's simple as that. That's called daily stand up. And number four, budget reports. Yes, I've been showed it just for love in terms of few memes about the budget issues. So it's true. You need to track and communicate the budget updates. Sometimes your team member might overspend or something you do know. You cannot say you don't know, you must track and you have to plan for the schedule, holiday and breaks as well. For example, your team member suddenly like, oh, we all need a break and something, and then yes, just prepare the scheduling and logistics stuff and arrange the timeline properly, manage it. Okay, when it comes to number five, before that, this another just for laugh. I know this meme is actually I laugh to date, okay? Looking at your project budget is like you can't see. It's always happen. Okay. Sometimes it's not about the client or the one who actually pay and initiate the project don't have the budget. They just don't know they need that kind of capital to deliver such project. So one of your job also to convince them or to explain to them why the resources is required. Okay, in a fair manners. Okay, definitely you don't overcharge something or you find something really overpriced. Okay, so it's always like that. Okay, don't be shocked or surprised that when your client have very little amount of budget in terms of estimation and they have very high expectations. Don't be surprised. It's always like that. Okay, let's carry on. Number five, what you need to do is you need to always get your client to sign something when you achieve a certain phase. For example, you reach a minimum viable product and then you want to try that out market assessment. Make sure you get an approval before you do that by yourself. Okay, especially big corporate that have to take care of their image, their reputation, their branding. They have their communication strategy as well. You know, there are lots of considerations before you release something. So make sure you get their approval. Okay, and getting approval. Okay, here's a reminder to those who are trying to be a digital project manager, as well as you are already in the project management industry, and the same field like me. um Getting approval sometimes need longer time in terms of your development. Why? Because you need to come up presentation, you need to explain to them what they need to approve. They might actually forget at the very first place what they're going to see at this place. That's why your job is to communicate with the stakeholders, the leaders, and the boss, and the client. Okay, what they're expecting coming soon. So before your team actually produce the MVP or certain stuff, you already explaining to them. So that when it comes to the final approval, they don't spend 1-2 weeks to evaluate the whole thing while your product is already ready. Okay, that will be time wasting. So consider that part. Next one, let's go. Last but not least, you need to address concern and you need to optimize for best performance and result. I know sounds like BS, but it's true. You need to assess the performance from all your team members from from your planning as well. Sometimes, okay, like I said, like I mentioned, no one is perfect. Okay, sometimes you might make mistake by underestimate certain challenge. Okay, so you thought 3 months can be solved, but after 1 month you realize, okay, I think we need more than 3 months. So you need to address the concern. Like I mentioned previously, it's okay that you need more time. Okay, don't wait until people who actually ask for the status of your status report. Okay, yeah, that is funny, but at the same time, it's a good reminder to all of us. So you need to assess the performance and think about the leading improvement in terms of the product development in real time. Okay, when I mention product development, that doesn't mean it's a hard it's a physical product or any product. I'm just saying that in general. Okay, so that is number 6. So there's 6 things that a DPM do, and a lot of people actually ask like, okay, so is it the same roles in terms of digital project manager and product manager? I would say this is excellent question because a lot of people thought like, okay, they are both handling the same thing in the company, but what's their difference? Okay, let me show you the difference. Okay, it's in fact it's quite a number of difference. Even though their nature of management is there, the concept is there, the methodology is there. Okay, let me show you. First of all, I want to mention as a product manager, you are setting the product vision. When we say product, means certain solution or certain service or something like that. So you need to set a vision, you need to research, you need to communicate vision to the stakeholders, the leadership. You need to develop the strategic plan. Okay, then you need to came out the product roadmap. So let's say your product have version 1 to version 10. Let's assume iPhone. Okay, as a product manager, you need to set the roadmap from iPhone 1 to iPhone 10. How does the roadmap works? What's the strategy and so on? Okay, that is product manager. However, on the other hand, as a project manager, you break down the initiative. For example, your product manager say, let's release iPhone 1. Okay, so you take this initiative, you break down into tasks, and you come out timeline, you allocating the resources, and then you monitor whether the completion is according to requirement, and you communicate the progress to everyone. So it's like in overall, we can always say that project manager is under product manager. Okay, so I would say digital project manager not equal to product manager. Okay, my personal opinion. Okay, however, there might be some ambiguity, or perhaps some organization might not practice the same uh, as per how they define the scope as per the position. So it's really go back to the organization, but in overall and general, product manager always the one that's setting the product vision, and the project manager is the one that lead the executions. But okay, so let's go. Okay, this is not any method. Okay, you can check out a slide. It's actually show that the project manager always deliver something, not deliver, communicate something and update you something that you might find boring, or you might find don't understand. It just for laugh. Okay, so communication is the key. And allow me to emphasize one more time, the digital project management process, it could be as simple as you start by initial the planning, and then you do a testing deployment, then you write down all the scoping, okay, then only do maintenance, then you do development. Okay, usually it's always go back to the project management what we call uh project development life cycle, something like that. Okay, one more time just for laugh. Okay, digital project manager, I have the qualifications. Yeah, so you might ask, okay, how does one can be a digital project manager? So let me show you the skills you need. I would say number one is you need a digital skills, means technical skills. Okay, at least you need to know. I'm not saying that you master it in terms of execution, like a developer, like a designer or anything, but at least you know them. Because come on, you are digital, right? Okay. Number two is communication. This is very critical. You need to communicate with a lot of people in most of the time. Okay. And number three is you must have a very critical thinking skill, that you can analyze what is in front of you, and you can do the best judgment. Okay. And number four, this is, I know this sounds like old school. You need to come up one methodology to apply when it comes to a certain project nature. Okay, so let me break down in terms of these four simple idea. In terms of soft skill, you need to talk about organization, you need creativity, you need leadership, you need critical thinking, you need diplomacy. Yes, be nice to everyone, make sure everyone is happy. Okay, you need to create teamwork, you need to have prioritizations, you need to have communication, and you need coaching skill as well. Yes, sometimes your team member might be lost. Okay, even though they have the skill set, they have the potential. So your job is to, unleash their potential. Okay, so that is soft skill. On the other hand, that's a hard skill. You need writing, reading, arithmetic, uh, process management, project management, scheduling, documentation, task management, project control, risk management, PM tools like project management tools. Okay, I think that is the part that I show in my poster, and some technical skill. Yeah, actually it's quite a lot, right? Okay, let's move to next part. Just for love one more time. Remember, when you're a project manager, usually your developer, your designer, your tester, your stakeholder will look at you. They will actually, throw the good and bad to you. I know that in the end of the project completion, you will get lots of compliment if you did a good job. Okay, when it comes to whether you did a good job, I know it's subjective, but actually it's measurable when it comes to project management. So that's why it's very crucial that for you to really understand requirement, um, manage everyone's requirement, and make sure everyone is on the same page. So wrap it up. I list down all the good tools that I personally use it before, and I found it very very good for project management. You can take a look. Yeah, it's clickable. Okay, I come out the list. It's in the bio page so that everyone can go and click. Okay, so is that's all for today. So in terms of digital project management, if you have any questions, you can always put in the comment. I will do my best to reply to you, okay, whenever I can. And so far, I've been talking about the methodology, what you should have, the skill set, and some of the simple people management. Okay, and now let's move to giveaway, right? Okay, as I mentioned last episode, now I already shift the giveaway to the social media side rather than doing live here, which means I'm going to give the question in the live and I'm going to post the same question in my social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, you're going to follow. Whoever answer the first one will be earn the giveaway. So it's not during live, huh? But the question will be in live. So allow me to share with you the upcoming one. As I mentioned also previously, you can decide the next topic. So you can either suggest a new topic by propose a new topic, or you can actually browse the ideas, the topics that people actually submitted, and you can vote for the favorite topic so that it will become the next Go Digital Live series. So based on the vote result, what we have so far here is the number one is big data. Yeah, I'm surprised that quite a number of people actually request it and vote for it. So let's work on this part. So next week, I'm going to share with you about big data analysis. I'm going to talk a little bit about the tools that are available on hand, okay, and then the tips in terms of big data analysis and the common misunderstanding when it comes to big data analysis. Yeah, quite a lot of people know that big data, but many people actually misunderstood what is big data. So that's all for today. And remember, there's a giveaway here, and the question is very simple. Is digital project manager same as product manager? Okay, if you cannot find the answer, you can go and review my video after this, since I'm not going to do it live. Okay, first correct answer at the live chat, not live chat here lah, the comment of the next post, not here, will be the winner. So the tips is yes or no only. Okay, it's very simple. Please go ahead. And yeah, I hope you will be the one that win away Tech Video Hall of Fame. Okay, remember every Wednesday at 15 p.m. will be Go Digital live series. We talk about Go Digital and I've been cover, yeah, I think about 40 topics so far. Okay, remember, let's go and suggest a new topic if you want. Well, the great times almost there, and I hope you really enjoy and get some little idea about what is digital project management. And I'm really glad that you stay with me so far, and I hope that learning is fun. Yeah, together learning, right? So thank you so much. If you like this video, please do me a favor by like this video, subscribe to my channel, and put a ring so that you get notified when I go live next time. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Chong, signing off. Stay home, stay safe, and see you again. Bye bye.